Hey gaming fans, so today's another Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile, and this one I call Fisherman Control. So I've done a Legendary Fisherman deck before, and you know, it kind of focused on a lot of the water archetype, or water type I should say. So this one is a little bit more on just getting the Legendary Fisherman 3 out, and just backing him up with a lot of cards. So let's get to the deck. So we're going to have 3 of the original Legendary Fisherman. You need him to get your Legendary Fisherman 3 out. So basically, when Umi's on the field, this card is unaffected by magic cards, spell cards now, and cannot be attacked by your opponent's monsters. Okay, so, you know, he can kind of protect himself because he can't be attacked, but I believe your opponent can still attack you because he can't be attacked. If I'm wrong, let me know. Then we got the Legendary Fisherman 2. And all these cards can easily come out with Umi, or Legendary Ocean, I should say, on the field. So this card's name becomes Legendary Fisherman while it's face up on the field or in the graveyard. So basically this is another way to get your Legendary Fisherman 3 out. And then while Yumi's on the field, this card is unaffected by other monster effects. If this face up card is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can add one level 7 water monster from your deck to your hand, which would be your Legendary Fisherman 3. So this is what the whole deck is based on. Literally just getting this guy out and just trying to protect him to go for game. So cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by attributing 1 Legendary Fisherman, so any one of these 6 cards, and cannot be special summoned in any ways. When this card is special summoned, you can banish all monsters your opponent controls. Also, this card cannot attack, so it'll remove all their monsters, but then you don't get to attack that turn. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and is also unaffected by spell and trap effects. So that's really what you're going to be banking on, is that he can't be destroyed. Obviously, he can be tributed off with, you know, kaijus and stuff, but once per turn, you can return as many of your opponent's banished cards as possible to their graveyard. If you do, the first battle damage or effect damage your opponent takes is doubled. So if you do that and you have a clear field, you're going to do 5,000 damage, which is pretty cool. So now for the control part, so that's really the only monsters we're going to be playing to attack with. So then we're going to have 3 effect veilers, you know, just to stop your opponent's monsters from doing any shenanigans. And then this guy, I can never pronounce his name, Akamofruite, something like that. This is really just for draw. So as long as you have no cards in your extra deck, which you won't for this build, you could destroy this card from the Pendulum Zone to draw 1 card. Then if he's in the Pendulum Zone, you can special summon him from there to the field, but then banish him when he leaves the field. This is good if you don't have your Legendary Ocean, if you need to tribute to get these guys onto the field. So it gets you that tribute fodder. So just a good way to get it out there. Also because of the draw effect, because you want to try and get to your Legendary Fisherman as fast as possible. Then for the other cards, the other monsters, I put 2 card D, just to, again, to speed up the draw. You know, literally just summon it and then tribute it off to draw 2 cards, and then go to your end phase. And 3 Warrior of Atlantis. This searches out your Legendary Ocean, which again will help you summon out your Legendary Fisherman. So that's pretty much what the focus of the deck is, like I said, literally just to get the Legendary Fisherman out. So then we're going to have 1 Upstart Goblin for draw power, 1 Pot of Desires, again for draw power. You gotta be careful though, you don't banish all 3 of your Legendary Fishermen. 3, I mean, it could happen, and I guess the deck is gonna struggle, but you know, you take the chance to get the extra card. 1 Monster Reborn, just in case something ends up in the graveyard or you want to steal your opponent's big monster. 1 Gold Sarcophagus. If you draw this on your opening hand, you're going to use it probably to grab whatever you need. If you need the Fisherman 3, or if you need one of these guys to summon your Fisherman, because this is pretty much what the deck is centralized around. Then I put in 1 Fury of Kiryu Shin. You add 1 Torrential Tribute from your deck to your hand. If a water monster you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. So it might help you to protect your Legendary Fisherman card, if anything. I mean, the Legendary Fisherman 3, it can be destroyed, I think, by a monster effect. So then we got 1 Terraforming, because you're only allowed 1. And then two legendary ocean. I didn't put 3 in there because you got a lot of ways to search it, and there is other ways to get your legendary fisherman on the field without it, so it's not as critical. So just to get because you don't want to draw them all either. You're not going to do anything. So for the traps, we have 3 crackdown, just to deal with your opponent's monsters, because you want to get rid of their monsters. The thing is with the legendary fisherman, 3 is that he's only 2,500 attack, so if your opponent pulls out anything bigger, you're going to have problems. So in this build, I thought, well, why not just steal them? But we also play 3 torrential tributes. This plus your spell card that searches it out. So we'll pretty much always be able to blow up the board. And your legendary fisherman 3 is unaffected by spells and traps. So torrential tribute will blow everything off the field except for your legendary fisherman. And we got 3 Lost Wind, another card to just try and stop your opponent, you know, from their nasty card effects, their monster effects. You get to negate it, and then their attack is halved. That could also be a good thing if they special something really big. You cut it in half, and then hopefully you'll still be able to run over it. Plus, it has that other effect of if they special summon a monster, you get to retrieve this from the graveyard and put it to the field to use it for one more shot. Then we have the last card I put in, 3 Infinite Impermanence. Again, just to deal with monster effects, because that's what we're really worried about in this deck, is the monster effects. Because we want to protect our legendary fisherman as best as possible. I was thinking of the other trap. What is it called? Evenly Matched. I don't have any evenly matched, but that might be a good one as well instead of this one. It really depends on what you have. Hopefully that card comes out in a structure deck at some point, so we can get the cheap man's version. Anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd share this deck off because I thought it'd be fun to just take more of the focus of the fisherman and get rid of some of the other stuff that I used to play in here, and just really hope to get them out and protect them while you smash your opponent for 2,500. Anyways, let me know what you think. Throw some comments down below. Hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.